So our overall slogan is we make the world of work better for everyone. So our mission is to really make the world of every employee, customer and other stakeholder in companies and organizations better, easier to access. Most of the processes in many functions of companies are still manual, not really cross-departmental and not really digitized. And our mission is to change that. The banking sector, both banks but also insurance companies, are one, if not even the biggest industry we are serving. And we serve them in 4 areas. So the first one is to manage your IT function more efficiently, more cost efficient and more automated. So the whole digital transformation journey of your IT function is one of our core business offerings we have. The second dimension is how do you service your customers? So every process which touches a customer, which is not directly a banking process or a transactional process, but really a service process. So how do you service customers when they have a complaint, when they have a problem, when they need information, when they need to speak to somebody? That is an area where we serve customers. We integrate into the existing systems, we add to the existing systems, but we give a great customer experience in the services. The third area is all about governance, risk and compliance. So banks are heavily regulated, as you know, and we really help the head of risk or the head of compliance to manage compliance and risk across all functions of the company, more efficient, more automated and less risky. And the fourth area is really about the core digitalization of the middle office of a bank. So when you look at banks, they're pretty advanced in the way how they communicate to their customers with front-end systems in the internet, in the web, or on mobile phones. But as soon as you leave the, let's say, standard cases and you go to more customized situations, you end up in processes in your middle office, right? And the middle office processes are not very much digitized today. So we help really in digitizing middle office operations. So in these 4 areas, we support banks in becoming more efficient, faster and closer to their customers. And we're doing that in a very modern and user-friendly way. I think the core value are 3 things. Number 1 is what we called experience value. So how do your customers, employees and other stakeholders experience how they interact with your company? The second layer is of course cost efficiency. So when you implement processes on top of your existing systems, you start learning about how the process landscape in your company is really working. And then of course you can start optimizing them. Because the typical companies are organized in functional silos and you often have a lot of use cases which are spanning organizational silos. Yeah? Take the risk function as an example. So you want to have a view on your organizational risk in all departments, cyber, fraud, money laundering. All of these are typically different departments. So how do you create value on top of that in optimizing the processes end to end? And the third one is definitely on your digitalization journey. So how do you digitize manual processes and services in the future? And these are the 3 main value drivers. So typically when we see and meet customers and have conversations with them, it's around these 3 angles: experience, cost efficiency, and future value out of digitalization. The Polish market is a very interesting market. It is interesting because on the one hand, the Polish businesses are very open to innovation and digitalization, and on the other side, there is still some way to go. And that is a very interesting situation in time, that you see that the outside factors which are affecting all institutions, yeah, so the inflation, increasing amount of governance and regulation, but also the changing in the demographics of the customers. So customers from the older generation now becoming younger customers, a new type of customers with new demands. So this is a very interesting time in the Polish market to really rethink how you do business with your customers.